Did you know that Kaizer Chiefs lost players that they will be proud of developing and giving them exposure in the first team and end up exporting them? It was Unjabulo Blom and Usiyabonga Ngezana. That should be a concern for a team like Kaizer Chiefs. Are they failing these youngsters, or the youngsters are not living up to expectations? Sanibonani football lovers, welcome to BK Sports. Igama lami Mbongi Nkosi. Ngithembe ukuthi ni kahle niyaphila. Danko, ngaphambi kokuthi ngiye kude, cela ningisize by liking and subscribing to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Danko. Today we're going to discuss about these two following players and add Umashiane and Usamkelo Zwane because they are part and parcel of this topic of today. I think ukuthi Kaizer Chiefs are putting themselves every season in a situation whereby they are between a rock and a hard place in terms of decision making, because now they don't understand will the decisions that we take be long-term decisions or short-term decisions, because there's a reason why there's this reserve team. It's because it is the feeder team for a senior or a first team. But not every season there will be a player that gets to be promoted and gets to deliver because of the pressure of wanting to deliver, while knowing also these youngsters, they need patience, they need to be monitored and to be nurtured in such a way they won't crack and they don't feel like they are put under the bus, whereby we see these youngsters being the ones that the team relies on compared to the senior players. Now, I was reading Dylan Shepard said something about these two following players. It's Ukabelo Ngwesa, it's a left back that can play as a left wing back, and Unaledi Hlongwane. And what's interesting about these two players is that they were both part of a preseason that was intake, but it couldn't happen bathole ama minutes this season. Unaledi Hlongwane only played one game versus Stellenbosch, and you could tell there were glimpses of a striker that in future is going to be a good striker, because he can collect, he can play, he has good holder play, and it doesn't make his opponent's defense rest because he's mobile inside the box. But due to the number of strikers that Kaizer Chiefs signed, it couldn't happen vele abe istrike singarelaya kuzo. And Ngwesa didn't even get that chance. So Dylan Shepard said something they've done more than enough with DDC. He believes they deserve a top flight football. And I also agree with him, because these two players have been consistent for Kaizer Chiefs reserve team for 2 seasons in a row. Unaledi Hlongwane, even this season, he was a top goal scorer for Kaizer Chiefs. Ngwesa was very vital in that left wing back position. Even though this season the reserve team didn't win the multi-choice disc challenge. But that simply tells you it makes it difficult even for the management but decide are the decisions that we take long-term or short-term, because they gave a player like Upaseko Amako that is nearing his days of retirement a 3-year contract, and there's a player like Ngwesa that they might groom with DDC, and a player that you might invest in him, even if it does happen it doesn't get that much game time, we could still loan him out, hope he might come back strong with experience, as they've done with the other players that they've loaned out. And now Dylan Shepard saying that pathway is very important in a player's growth. That's what he believes ukuthi if they might be given that opportunity, they might be able ukuthi bayisize Kaizer Chiefs, because we know ukuthi we have uBradley Cross, uPaseka Mako and uMkanyiso Shinga. But Ongwesa is a full back that can play as a wing back. So him being prepared, I don't think it might be a bad idea. But you always hide behind the fact that you don't want to put them under pressure. While you see players at Orlando Pirates being given that chance and they grab it with both hands, they deliver. We saw Bonkota, really. And at Sundowns, there was a moment whereby they introduced Uthato Sibiya. And now he showed that, okay, if ever ngazibamba ziqina, I might be the future of Mamelodi Sundowns, because le generation yabo Mukwena, abo Modiba, abo Kekana, when they reach their peak, it simply means that Mamelodi Sundowns has to start afresh. And now at Chiefs, we see good, okay, now we have senior players that I can say Nabo, their careers will be over soon. What will Kaizer Chiefs resort to? Because the one thing that is good about having a squad that has seniors and that has youngsters is that the senior players are there to guide the youngsters. So if they are not guiding them in such a way that they are not put in the spot whereby with Melebas Bonelo Mugwabe, and then they will come and advise them as a Mahrut Mahmoud. No, Magunje awenzi so. Because a good thing about having a squad that has youngsters is that if given that opportunity, they might grow together. That forms a formidable chemistry in them. We have Ongwesa that I believe it might add value, especially in the next season, whereby I believe its depth will be much important compared to this season, because we are playing and we are participating in all the competitions that need to be played for. MTN 8, the Black Label Carling Cup, Nedbank Cup, DSE, Betway Premiership, CAF Confederation. So we saw with the Njobi season says there are injuries that were appearing, and also could tell with the workload now is becoming too much for a team that wasn't participating and playing those many games in a single season. You have Enaledi Hlongwane that I believe it will be up to Kaizer Chiefs between Umayo do they keep him or they send him back to CR Pelusi. That what will they decide to do with Utachrik Morris? Because yes, we saw what he scored, which might make it difficult for them to decide. But if it was a decision that was taken a long time ago, and also him as a player did agree, okay, even if I might get released because it came time I told that he was okay with the decision. Because Uhlongwane has proven himself, or Kaizer Chiefs must decide with, okay, as in, if you can't be able to promoter players, because sometimes you might blame them, but also the players, when they were given an opportunity, they don't live up to expectation. So what can they do? Maybe they might resort to, as in, let's give them that opportunity, but develop, essentially they are well developed, and then if there are teams that are willing to sign them, let us release them, but introduce a buyback clause if they start doing well. Because I also believe that also might work. Because Sologus Kala, we are developing players for teams like Abutis Galaxy or Mamelodi Sundowns. Because you don't understand, is it the recruitment strategy or the recruiters for Kaizer Chiefs are not given that eye to spot the talent, or it is something that is out of their control? Because other teams, they are clever in such a way they might go to these players and promise them Izulu nomhlaba, knowing very well vele they are yearning, they are itching to play top flight football. Maba figure about mfethu so get 3 years contract, this is the salary might be getting 50,000, and it will depend on the performances that you are putting in, and also will introduce bonuses ku that contract. Na kanjani uzophiceka vele umfana nathi hayi ithi ngihambe. So you see ukuthi now Kaizer Chiefs is in a situation whereby ukuthi making decisions is not that easy, but they have to make the tough calls. We still have Abu Steven Mendes, Abu Kamokhele Malif. If Kabanga in these players that I've mentioned, it's 4. Kaizer Chiefs cannot give them, all 4 of them, that opportunity. Instead, they might let them play with DDC again. And good DDC, we know good the age restriction after 23 years is child, you are poor good DDC. And neminyaka ihamba. Maniminyaka iyahamba imanga. So what do you think is best for Kaizer Chiefs to do? Especially concerning these youngsters, because some they live up to expectations, but it's the ones that we never thought they might, and the ones that we believe it's only the hype that we see, but performance-wise, they are not living up to standard. You decide. Sengikhohliwe, Mashiyane and Usamkelo Zwane. Do you believe Guti they might actually try to rescue their careers if they go back to Kaizer Chiefs? Because there's one thing I've noticed about Kaizer Chiefs is that when their players get loaned out, when they come back, it's highly impossible for them to perform. I don't know why is that, but for them, I think now the ball is in their hand. What do they want? To become players that would be labeled as players that failed at Chiefs, or to be players that would fight to make sure that their careers are not down the drain. Because Mashiyane, we know that left educated, left foot. Samkelo Zwane, his skills, his technique, it's what makes him to be that hyped, but performances are not doing justice to his talent. Do you think Kaizer Chiefs might just allow them to come back, maybe give them the last opportunity, and now they will try okay, now it's all in our hands, we have to do something, or they should just release them? Because you'll have a squad that has many players that are not offering you anything, and you keep on believing that Kaizer Chiefs has a depth. That's the thing, Bulali Kaizer Chiefs over the years. We have, yes, we do have players, but with the impact is not that great. And this is in the youngsters, because you could tell with the future is too bright.